Welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? It's been a while. So you're welcome. If you're here, can you say hello? If you're here, can you say hello? Hello. Okay. I can see some people are joining. Okay, guys. It's been a while. It's been a little while here, and today we are going to be cooking dinner with Chef Anna. And for our dinner, we are cooking egusi soup. So we're making egusi soup today. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the warm pot method of egusi soup. So that is to say that we are going to be, from start to finish, we're going to be cooking with just one pot, okay? Just one pot. So we are not going to be boiling the meat different, and then using a different pot to cook the soup. Okay, and this method also, for those that don't like the frying method, if you're looking to eat healthier, so to say, this method is going to work for you. You're welcome. Welcome. So we are going to be cooking dinner. Okay, so for tonight, I and my family are going to be having a soup. So instead of just cooking this behind the camera, I said, okay, let's bring the community along. So we are going to be cooking one pot egusi soup, like I said. And here we have the egusi. Here we have the leaves that we are going to be using. And for this soup, I'm going to be using uziza leaf. Guys, if you've been in this channel, then you would know how much I love, love, love just leaf. Okay, I love to use uziza leaf a lot, a lot. And this is because uziza's leaf has flavor. It doesn't just give taste to your food, but it has this flavor. It makes it very, very conk. So if you're just in, you're welcome. This is Life with Chef Anna, and today we are making dinner for the family. Okay, and then for protein, we are using smoked fish. So Yorubas call this fish kote. Okay, and then we are going to be using chicken. Okay, if you know me and you've been in this channel with me for a while, you know that I am a chicken girl. Okay, most of the recipes I create, I use chicken a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to set this aside and we are going to be starting. Okay, here we have crayfish. Okay, and here we have fresh pepper, that's atarodo pepper, and then we have some onions. Okay, so I heard that some people don't make their egusi soup with onions. You know that's a fallacy, right? That if you make egusi soup with onion, it will go sour. That's a big fat lie. Don't fall for it. Okay, I tell you this for free. In fact, add onions. It adds flavors. It adds flavors to your egusi soup. Okay, so don't believe in those lies. This pan, and to start off, we are going to be starting with our protein. Definitely. Okay, so the chicken has already gone in, and next up, I'm going to be seasoning this chicken with some cubes. Okay, some seasoning cubes. Okay, so I'm not going to be giving specific amount of seasoning cubes I used, because it all depends on the quantity of food you are making. Okay, So I'm going to add my seasoning cubes to this. And then next up, I'm going to add some pepper to this. And also, I'll be going in with my onion. So, guys, like I said, if you're among the school of thoughts that believes that you should not cook egusi soup with onions, please, that thought is outdated. Okay, it's outdated. Egusi soup can be made with onion and lots of it if you love onions. Okay, so I'm just going to dice in some onion into this chicken. So, guys, if you're watching Chef Anna and yeah, you know, mix this up. So I'm just going to mix this up and allow it to cook with its own juice. Its own juice. So, so your chicken this way. As we proceed, I'll be answering all your questions. You and for this recipe. Okay, we are just going to prep every other thing. I believe egusi soup is one of the fastest and easiest Nigerian soups to make. Okay, I believe egusi soup is one of the fastest and easiest Nigerian recipes to make. So this is my uziza leaves. I already mentioned that I'm using uziza leaves. Okay, uziza leaves. And guys, I have a good news for us, and I'm going to be sharing the good news at the end of today's cooking episode. So, if you've been following our yogurt episodes, this news is going to make you wowed. Okay, so for those that have been asking for yogurt preservatives, though personally I don't do that, I don't use it. I prefer my yogurts, clear, nice, and cool. But for those that has been disturbing me, Chef Anna yogurt preservative, Chef Anna yogurt preservative, there is good news because I think I have the answer to your questions, but that will be coming later. Okay. But for today, tonight, we are making a egusi soup for the family. We are cooking dinner. Okay. So while the protein is on heat and doing its own thing, we are here trying to, prepare the remaining ingredients. So guys, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section. And if you are just coming, you're welcome to Chef Anna's kitchen, where I teach you how to make local and intercontinental cuisines, pastries, some recipes that you can use as side hustles and make some cool money out of it. Okay. If you go to my channel, you'll see a lot of recipes that you can commercialize and make money. And like I said, I'm bringing you the ultimate yogurt preservative next. Okay. I'll be uploading the ultimate yogurt preservatives that you all has been asking me for. Okay. So if you're wondering what we are doing, we are cooking soup. We are cooking egusi soup. If you're a lover of egusi soup, can I see it in the comment section? Personally, I love egusi soup. I love egusi soup. What do you love to pair yours with? You can drop it in the comment section. I would like to know what swallow you like to pair your egusi soup with. Okay. What ingredients do you use? How do you cook yours? Today I'm going to be cooking one pot and very direct method of cooking egusi soup. Okay. It's going to be so yummy. So yummy, guys. You don't want to miss this recipe for any reason. For any reason, you don't want to mix this recipe. Okay. So I said egusi soup is actually my or one of my favorite soups. So this is uziza leaves and I'm done cutting and prepping it. I'm just going to take that aside and then we'll start prepping the egusi proper because this is the main ingredient. Okay. And like I said, the notion that egusi soup should not be cooked with onions is a lie. Your egusi soup will not sour if you cook it with onions. That's a 1900 recipe. Okay. So if you love onion, feel free to use your onion in your soup. Okay. It will elevate the flavor, the taste, aroma, you know, just like what onion does in every other food that you cook. Okay. Nobody said you should stop using onions to cook egusi soup. And if someone ever said that, please discard that information. It's false. I have always used onion to prep my egusi soups, and they have never failed me. Soup, and this is just one of the so many ways soup, and this is just one of the so many ways that I actually make egusi soup. Okay, this is just one of the so many ways that I make egusi soup. And like I said, if you're a lover of egusi soup, drop it in the comment section. And let's connect, egusi lovers like me. Let me give you a special shout out. So I'm just going to mix. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to add some seasoning cubes to this egusi. So I actually season this. Okay. So, but please don't do too much. Remember that your soup base is already seasoned. Okay. Your soup base is seasoned. That is the meat stock. The meat that you're cooking, you've already seasoned it and you're going to use it to cook the whole soup. So don't overdo it. Then to this, I'm now going to add water to make a paste. Okay. There are so many ways to cook egusi soup, and this is just one out of those. I know personally, I have so many recipes of egusi soup, of prepping egusi soup. So if this is not how you make it, you can drop your recipe in the comment section. I'm open-minded and I try things a lot, especially when it comes to food. I try things a lot. So you're just going to mix this until you form a paste, okay? So in here, there's egusi, there's salt, there is seasoning cubes, there's crayfish, there's onion, and there's pepper, okay? Okay. So once you have a paste like this, you're good to go. I'm just going to set this aside and then I will just debone my fish and remove anything that I don't need. So I'm just going to debone the fish, remove everything that I don't need in there. Okay, so this is the part of the fish that I'll be using for this recipe. And if you're just coming now and you're wondering what we're cooking, we are cooking a goosey soup for dinner. What are you having for dinner? Drop it in the comment section. And if you're having a goosey soup for dinner, can I see it in the comment section? Let me know those that I'm tuning with tonight. So guys, right about now, we are going to proceed to the pot proper because all the prepping is 100% done. Okay, all the prepping is 100% done. So we are going to just proceed to the pot proper. Okay. So guys, you can see from the size of my pot that I'm making a large quantity. I hope the heat is not going to disturb the phone. So guys, you can see the amount of liquid that we have here. So this is what you're aiming at. So once you have this, the next thing you're going to do, I always love to remove my protein so that I can have full access to my pot. But if you just want to continue, it's fine. Okay. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section. And I would also want to know where you're watching from. For me, I'm cooking from Nigeria, and this is one of the most famous soups that we have in Nigeria. Like I said, there is a lot, there is 1,001 ways to make this soup. Okay, so you can see my stock. Okay, this is my meat stock. So the next thing we are going to be adding is our oil. Okay, so depending on your preference, I'm just going to scrape this so that I'm just going to scrape this so that I can get everything in here. Okay, so you can see we are progressing. So you don't want this to get burnt. You want to just be around, okay? Because it can be funny. So if you're just coming now and you're wondering what we are making, we are cooking egusi soup for dinner. Okay? And if you're new here, my name is Chef Anna, and I'm your host for tonight. Okay? I'm teaching you one of the several ways that I make egusi soup. Because guys, what is a Nigerian family without egusi soup? What is a Nigerian family without egusi soup? I don't think there is any Nigerian family that does not eat egusi soup. And let me not over exaggerate, at least once a week. And that is if my statistics is not too poor. Okay. So I'm just adding a little water, to lighten it up. Okay. So this is not one of the recipes that you just, you know, toss on heat and you just leave it and go. No, you want to stay around so it won't get burnt. You can see mine is already burning. So if you are just coming and you're wondering what we are making egusi soup. We get swag. Okay. So you don't want to allow this to get burnt at all. So if you have any questions concerning any of my recipes, you can drop it in the comment section. Whether it has to do with egusi soup or any of my recipes. Okay. Yes, of course, I remember you. Of course, I remember you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining once again. Guys, shout out to Lot's boy. He has always been here cooking with us. And he's Indian, guys. I wish I could make an okay. I think I can make an Indian recipe. I make naan bread. Lost boy, naan bread is for Indians, right? Can you hear me? Yes, he said yes. So you guys, naan bread, I can make naan bread. So Lord's boy, apart from Nigerian cuisines, I think I can make naan bread. Is there something else I can make from India? Can you remind me some of your recipes? Um, I think is it biryani, right? Sorry, I didn't join your live stream a few days ago. I'm sorry about that. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much for the ones you've been joining. I understand you have your schedule and sometimes it might not hurry with what we are doing here, but it's all fine. So thank you for joining. So Lost Boy, today we are making egusi soup. It's one of Nigerian cuisines I have in India. I have in India. So I don't know if you can cook. Are you a good cook, Lost Boy? If you're a good cook and if you've made biryani, can I see it in the comment section? I would actually love to learn from an indigene, okay? I've learned from so many Nigerian chefs. I have learned how to make naan bread, biryani, but from an indigene, an indigenous Indian. No, I don't think so. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, okay? It's fine. So can you make biryani? Am I pronouncing it well? Or am I using Nigerian accent to spoil the name of the food? I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing it well. So am I pronouncing it well, Lost Boy? Biryani, right? So guys, I can cook chapati rice, is it pulse curry? Wow. Lost Boy, I just learned something new from you. I've never heard of uh chapati chapati rice, right? The only rice I know from Indian is biryani. So wow, thank you so much. I just learned something new from you. So you guys, you can see that I keep adding my oil bit by bit. So I don't want to overdo this, okay? I don't want to overdo this at all. So I'm just using it to, toss my egusi around until it is done. I do experiment with my food every day. The truth is that people that love to experiment with their food on a daily basis actually are the real cooks, sincerely. You can hear me say I don't have one recipe for, making things. And that is because I experiment with my food every day. I also experiment with my food every day. So that made me, have different ways of cooking food. You are very kind. I love the way you talk with people. Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much. That was so thoughtful of you to say. Thank you. I really, really, really do appreciate that. So I'm just going to add in some more water to this. You can see there is no water in here. Thank you so much. My mother cooks so much better than me. Wow. Which means you have so many recipes that you've learned from your mom, right? Okay, guys, shout out to Lord's Boy's mom. Lord's Boy, can I know your real name or is this your real name? Can I know your real name? Probably I could call you by your real name if I am able to pronounce it. Okay? So can you drop your real name in the comment section? My name is Anna. So you can call me Chef Anna, okay? You can call me Chef Anna. So guys, shout out to his mom. His mom cooks a lot and his mom has taught him a lot. And guys, do you know that the basics of every chef is from their mom actually, because that's the first place you would ever learn your first recipes. You would learn your first recipes from your mom. And then if you're interested in furthering your culinary journey, you can now proceed, to learn professionally. But like me, just like Love's Boy, you can call me Robbie. Okay, Robbie. Thank you. So his real name or his main name is Robbie, but you'll be seeing Lost Boy in the comment section. Okay. So guys, when you hear me say Robbie, just know that I'm talking about Lost Boy. And if you want us to communicate with you just like we are to Rose Boy, drop it in the comment section. So guys, with drums rolls and shout outs, popping of balloons and champagnes, let's welcome my VVIP viewer, subscriber. He has always been here. Like, whenever he misses our life, just know that his schedule is really, really tight. So, guys, shout out to Robbie. Shout out to Robbie. So, Robbie, thank you so much. And, guys, his words are very soothing and so kind. So kind. He's very, very, very thoughtful. And he knows the best words to say. So, thank you so much, Robbie. Thank you. I'm honored to have you sincerely. So, guys, I'm just going to quickly taste this, okay? Wow. Wow. So, everything is already coming in. My cooking right now in India is called Sheila. Is that what you are planning? So, I'm just calling you everything that I know. So, actually, what I'm making in Nigeria is called Egusi soup. I don't know if it has any Indian name because I know it's of Nigerian origin. Okay, so I really don't know if the if it has an Indian name. Sincerely, I do not know. Okay, So, but all I know is that it's a soup and it's been eaten with, swallows. Okay, I don't know if you know what swallow is. Do you? So it's a soup. So I don't know about Sheila. Okay, and I don't know if it is what it's called, but I will make my research, and in my next video, I will give you a specific answer. Okay, but alternatively, Egusi is actually like a native name, and it's of the Igbo tribe in Nigeria. Okay, so the Igbos named it Egusi, and then uh English it's called melon. Okay, so if I'm to bring this a little bit down to you to understand, I'm making melon soup. Okay, you can call me anything. I will not feel bad. It's okay for me, my friend. Also make fun of my name, but I don't feel sad, and you are also my friend. Okay, okay. So I'm not going to make fun of your name, okay? It's not in my nature to make fun of people, okay? So if I'm not pronouncing your name right, just know that it's an honest and sincere mistake, okay? So if by any point I'm not pronouncing your name right, please forgive me. It's a mistake. But I think from all the names, Robbie is Robbie is the simplest, okay? So I don't think I can make mistakes with that one. So I'll just stick with Robbie, okay? So guys, meet Robbie, my dear friend from India. He's been with us for a very long time. Okay. You are you are really a good person. I really like it. You are saying Robbie correct. Okay. So I will stick to Robbie, okay? So that I don't um pronounce your names incorrectly, okay? So guys, meet Robbie, my friend from India. And I know that there are other people here in different countries. Drop your comments. I want to know where you're watching me from. I'm Chef Anna, and I'm cooking live in Nigeria. Okay, so and for Robbie, he's Indian, and I've mentioned some Indian food like biryani. I mentioned naan bread, and he also taught me one. He said shapti rice, something like that. And then he mentioned Sheila. So, guys, I've learned a lot of Indian delicacies from my dear friend Robbie, and I'm grateful to him for teaching me that. So, guys, where are you in the diaspora? I want to know. And what delicacies are indigenous to you? So, what I'm making now is indigenous to Nigeria. It's very simple to make, easy to fix, and we Nigerians, we love it. So at this point, I'm just going to add the remaining crayfish that I saved up, okay? And then I'm going to give this a quick mix. And just so in case probably you're making egusi for the first time and you don't know when the egusi is really done, just look out for the oil, okay? When the oil starts surfacing, that's when to know that your egusi is good to go, okay? So guys, this is actually my dinner and I'm cooking it with you. What are you having for dinner? And if you're having a egusi, drop it in the comment section. Let me give you a special shout out for eating the same thing with Chef Anna tonight. It's not easy, guys. Cooking is really fun. I also enjoy cooking. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why vibes come out from my food. Since